There's a lot of hidden alpha there. And so we also know here, this one is also, fully designed for mobile. I wish I had the capability to move this in and out so that we could see it in play, but I know that this one is going to be optimized for mobile. I can inspect the code itself. I see specialty badges. I see evidence-based content indicators, which I know this market. This market loves evidence-based things, all things with credentials. They see that, and then for them, the cognitive load drops. And that's the secret. So with users, anyone can come into your app, but whether they know what to do or not, or whether they're mentally primed for it, is based on two things. And it's associated with cognitive load, which is how hard is my brain working? When you watch an Instagram reel and someone's giving medical advice and they're a pretty person, you're going to question them because you're like, you're a pretty person. Why am I going to listen to you? Like, yeah, you look healthy, but like, I still don't know. If that person is not a pretty person, but they're wearing a white coat, your cognitive load drops. They can start using all these mumbo jumbo words. All your eyes want to see is the visual feedback. I've been trained since I was a baby to trust that person. I'm not going to question it. Number two is when we read, and if I see words I recognize, words that have meaning for relationships, also keep in mind that's how language models work. That's why this is so good at doing that. So when I have the right language in there and I show this to my doctor friends, I know my doctor friends are gonna be like, yep, I like seeing that small nuance. It helps them. And these are the earned secrets that you get from shipping, and just always getting things out to customers like multiple times a day.
Right. And I want to ask a follow-up to that. So again, you put in Quora for Nurse's platform, but that doesn't mean that the best app to create here is an exact copy of Quora. And so you walk through the nuances right there of like, how can we uh, choose Quora as like a base template to get us the structure and the foundation? But then how can cloud help you actually add nuance and make it more targeted to that specific user type? That's what you walk through, right?
Exactly. And you have that exactly right. And then I think there's a follow-up question on here, which is like, all right, we have this, but what's next? And what's unique about this one is that, okay, we just zero shot both of these, but how do I take it to the next level? This is the most non-obvious thing you can do. If I was to come back here and grab this code, I'll just copy the contents and I'll say compare and contrast this. My audience are recent grad nurses who need guidance. This is all I'm going to say. But the fact that, so one of the best things that language models are doing is processing large amounts of data. And so now this is going to do a quick analysis and say, okay, this one is simpler, it's more focused. It thinks it's going to reduce cognitive load. Now, this is where I would disagree. So sometimes you need to know where to have your tacit wisdom, and you kind of want to start to refine that by reading some of these answers. So doing that compare and contrast helps me then be like, no, 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 you're going to keep this feature because I like it. It includes a working answer functionality out of the box, which it's recognizing that has more approachable usernames versus formal credentials, has immediate voting feedback. Um, my version was overly formal. And so now sometimes what'll happen, keep this in mind, when you're prompting a model, the newest context gets weighted more than it needs to. Even though I have a good prompt that this is going based on, I'm like, I'm gonna say the non-obvious thing is that our tastemaker is the nurse who communicates regularly with exec board. We want professional. We want to attract mentors to the platform. So even though I know all the tiny nuances that I like, I'm just gonna say this real quick. Like, tell it who the tastemaker is gonna be, and give it an idea of who the audience is, and you'll be surprised with what it comes with out of the box. Now we're watching this in real time. One of my favorite things is I love having Claude run while I have conversations happening because ultimately it's not a matter of getting to working software just yet. It's a matter of getting to the conversation pieces. We're like, what are the things we like? What are the things we don't like? But there's a lot of things I'm already seeing that I do like, and things of like, it looks like code that I would write. And so I really like that. Um, and
Yeah.
now take a look at this. We just got these verification badges. We got this
Yeah.
research backed badge. Um, we got, we still have the upvoting feature, which I like. We still have
Correct.
a lot of this stuff. A lot of stuff is crammed in here. I
Yeah.
wonder, I wonder what this is going to look like now.